Good afternoon or good evening, viewers. Thank you very much for watching the Unfiltered show from the Political Command Center of Punchline Africa Television, miles away from the headquarters in Nairobi. Good afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. This show is a show that brings facts, story on story, story by story on story. Our show brings out trending subject and we discuss that trending subject. We join you in that discussion, or you can join us in that discussion, which has been a very good discussion. And here we are, I'm here. I want you to get yourself coffee, sit down, and laugh, just for laughs, and hard facts, and see where the Africa is heading to. Where are we heading? What is the nation? Where is the nation heading to? The nation of Kenya. Where is it heading to? Shida gani inaenda wapi? What is going on in Kenya? Why are politicians so obsessed with politics? Do we learn lessons or we don't? At times it is very sad for me. A man who comes from a background of conflicts that has made me to look like I am here. My heart goes sorrow. Sorrow engulfs my heart. A man who has read the Bible 43 years, about 55 years now, when I started knowing what a Bible is. I feel sorry. Where is the nation going? We don't learn lessons. We don't learn from the past. We continue to be the same people. We even become more energized. We're energized to do things. We create more new tactics of doing things. What is wrong with us? What has killed us? What has bewitched Africa? What is Africa up to? Where do we go from here? Why are we part of the game? Blame games. Blame this. What's going on in Africa? Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. We make very good constitutions, but we eat them every day. We eat this constitution very day in, day out. We forget the laws that we make. We tell policemen to come and arrest us if they want. But when they come, you run. We challenge police, we challenge the law. At times, the law is law. It can be good law, bad law. What has happened to us? Today, let me begin with this story. Who is a leader? Who can be a good leader? A leader. Kenya has elected a president. The president hasn't finished his term of office. But we are busy hammering him day in, day out. Are we okay? Are we okay? What is happening to Africa? What has killed Kenya? Yeah, in every 5 years, there's always tension towards elections. Shall we change these electoral systems in order to guarantee that people have voted peacefully? Who can give us the guarantee? But let me start with this story of a younger man. And I want my production team, a younger pastor. There are some points that he made. You listen along with me. These are leaders that we see today coming in places. You see? But when the police calls him, he says he doesn't know anything. He will not come. But there he is on the car. So this younger man said something that touched my heart. Production team, put that younger man, pastor.
You know what? People used to say I'm crazy when I started preaching. And I know what I tell people this nowadays, if God says he will bless you, he's going to bless you. And I tell people, be more concerned with what God thinks about you, but not what people think about you. People said I'm crazy, I've got mad, and then I was looking at them like this and telling them, I am not crazy. It's better your craziness that will take you far than your wiseness that will not take you far.
How?
Be mature.
I'm
telling you.
Please repeat that statement again.
I've said that it's better your craziness that will take you far than your wiseness, it will not take you far. And I tell people, just be more spiritually matured than even physically, because you'll be physically matured, it will not help
then
you.
You'll go to hell.
You'll just still go to hell.
That's true.
Even me, if I want something, I will buy that's something that it will not end.
That's true.
An apple, a lot of apples, if I need one apple, an apple that, you know that it has its sweetness, so I need a lot. So people getting mature, you can see someone is 90 years old, and right now, as spiritually mature, I've even left her with a lot of years.
That's true. Wow.
How do you even know all this?
It's the wisdom of the Lord. Let me tell you something. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs 1, chapter number 7, to have knowledge, you must have the reverence of the Lord, fearing the Lord. Stupid people have no respect for wisdom. The people who do not have wisdom are the stupid people who do not have respect for wisdom and they don't fear the Lord. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
That's true.
How can you get wisdom without fearing the Lord?
What walete sadaka watu wa gala? Do you do altar calls? Do you pray for people?
Yeah, I pray for people.
Are you getting intimidated at some point? Do you get intimidated unaona watu ni wakubwa kukushinda and then you feel maybe kuna woga? Do you ever get that?
No. I'm not nervous. I can't be nervous. I can't because I can't do this work if I'm not strong. I remember Moses telling Aaron, be strong, be courageous, for God will walk with you, not forsake you. Never leave you, nor forsake you.
Maybe Grace, let me ask, how is it in school? How do you relate with your fellow students in school? How do they take you?
Do they treat you like this pastor?
No, they do this. Some take me and tell me, you look like a grown person, but I tell them, not grown, spiritually grown. But you see, I tell them, I am still a child like you.
Yes.
But what is in me, it's not a child. The gift that God has given unto me, it is not a child. But now in physically, you might see me a child. But what is in me, the preaching of the Lord, the power of the Lord, it's not young. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, viewers. Viewers, I don't know what to say. But this younger man, the younger man you have just seen now, I don't know how my viewers out there, how are you? How did you listen? I want to thank you so much. Thank you very much. The viewers who have watched that clip, thank you very much. I'll call you. Viewers, thank you very much. I want us to think about what that young man said. And the many of you who are sending in, who are watching this show, are saying he has wisdom. Indeed, that is wisdom of the highest degree. How many of us think like he does? How many of us eat all the apples? All apples are sweet, but eat only what is enough. What does that mean? It means corruption. Eat what is enough. Don't eat all apples. Finish for everybody. Bring another clip of the reverend. There's somebody talking about
you don't choose a leader because you like him. You choose a leader because he's capable. You don't have to like him. He's capable, that's all. You don't like him, so what does it matter? He's doing the job that he has to do, you don't like him, what does it matter? You choose somebody to a leadership position not because you like him and dislike him, only for competence. Competence is the only value. But unfortunately, in our country, we are going on like this, that we want our leader the way we want to love him. You don't have to love him. You just have to support him to fulfill what he has to do. That's a leadership position. Well, he is good, he is bad, this is not your business. This is not your business, then you will do nothing fruitful in your life. You will go about making moral commentary about everybody. Nothing will happen in that kind of situation. A leader, we have chosen one human being to be a leader simply for his competence and nothing else. Other things are not your business.
You know what? People used to say I'm crazy when I started preaching. And I know what I tell people this nowadays, if God says he will bless you, he's going to bless you. And I tell people, be more concerned with what God thinks about you, but not what people think about you. People said I'm crazy, I've got mad, and then I was looking at them like this and telling them, I am not crazy. It's better your craziness that will take you far than your wiseness that will not take you far.
Be mature.
I'm telling you. Please repeat that statement again.
I've said that it's better your craziness that will take you far than your wiseness, it will not take you far. And I tell people, just be more spiritually matured than even physically, because you'll be physically matured, it will not help
then
you.
You'll go to hell.
You'll just still go to hell.
That's true.
Even me, if I want something, I will buy that's something that it will not end.
That's true.
An apple, a lot of apples, if I need one apple, an apple that, you know that it has its sweetness, so I need a lot. So people getting mature, you can see someone is 90 years old, and right now, as spiritually mature, I've even left her with a lot of years.
That's true. Wow.
How do you even know all this?
It's the wisdom of the Lord. Let me tell you something. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs 1, chapter number 7, to have knowledge, you must have the reverence of the Lord, fearing the Lord. Stupid people have no respect for wisdom. The people who do not have wisdom are the stupid people who do not have respect for wisdom and they don't fear the Lord. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
That's true.
How can you get wisdom without fearing the Lord?
What walete sadaka watu wa gallery? Do you do altar calls? Do you pray for people?
Yeah, I pray for people.
Are you getting intimidated at some point? Do you get intimidated unaona watu ni wakubwa kukushinda and then you feel maybe kuna woga? Do you ever get that?
No. I'm not nervous. I can't be nervous. I can't because I can't do this work if I'm not strong. I remember Moses telling Aaron, be strong, be courageous, for God will walk with you, not forsake you. Never leave you, not forsake you.
Maybe Grace, let me ask, how is it in school? How do you relate with your fellow students in school? How do they take you?
Do they treat you like this pastor?
No,
or
they do this. Some take me and tell me,
So when you look at this young man preaching, people think he's mad. When you tell people here that you need a redemption strategy in Kenya, people think you are mad. When you tell people that you need a redemption, you need to move to healing, you need to listen to President Uhuru Kenyatta, they think you are mad. They call you names. But there you are, the two clips of the man, the Indian guy, the Singh, and the younger guy. You need wisdom. Look at that. Is that wisdom? You come with all the people standing on a car which can kill people. You mobilize goons. Then you turn around, you say you were not there. I'm not coming. You are politically persecuting me. Is that wisdom? The answer is no. Let's move on to another chapter. Production.
You indeed told me that a jobless Kenyan is a desperate Kenyan. You told me also that a hungry Kenyan is a negative Kenyan. You told me that a sick Kenyan is a weak Kenyan. And you also told us that a homeless Kenyan is a Kenyan without hope. You, the Kenyan people, spoke clearly. We want dignity. We want to put enough food on our tables. And we want a lower cost of living. We listened. Since, and on reflection, I have come up with 4 responses to these concerns, and I call them the big 4. Food security, affordable housing, manufacturing, and affordable health care for all.
That is the position on the big 4. Food security, health, universal health care, housing, affordable housing, manufacturing. Many of the people in the rural areas would like to know how food security is very important. To have food enough for eating and enough surplus for export. To have enough food to feed families. Many people would like to know what universal health care is. We need to start to talk to people, to tell them, to do documentaries. How is the fishing? What type of fishing can be done on a small 1 acre? We need to go out inside in the villages, get our teams that can come up with all documentaries, weekly, daily, so that fishing can be improved. Fishing can become one of the food. When people talk about food in Africa, Miriam, in Siaya, for example, people think of the maize, but fish is also a food item that must be stored, that must have facilities for.
The 4th element is food security and nutrition. Since independence, we as a people have sought to ensure that our citizens enjoy food security and proper nutrition. And while we have made good progress, the challenge, however, remains yet to be fully conquered. It is time to address once and for all the multiple and interlocking factors that leave too many Kenyans at risk of hunger. Our immediate actions start now. We will bring targeted taxation to bear to put arable land to use. We will continue to encourage and facilitate large-scale commercial agriculture to diversify our staples through irrigation and other technologies. We will protect our water towers. Small-scale farmers will receive better extension services and market access, and subsidies will be redesigned to improve food yields and production quality.
We have said 3 items: obstacles, success, and the challenges. One of the obstacles is when the agenda was set out, there was quite a lot of politics that was involved. So time has come for us to remove politics from it and assure the people, the ordinary people, the ordinary mwananchi, citizen of Kenya, that if you have this, you can improve the food security. If you do this, you'll improve the healthcare system. If you do this, if you can plan for a cheaper housing in your local area, a cheaper industry, an industry, a cottage industry. For example, look at what we want people. How many youths can gather themselves into a group in Kayole? 10 youths. If you can be washing people's clothes, ironing them, their shirts, when they come from school, they pay you 300 shillings or 100 shillings, Bob, or 20. And if you are doing that as a small group, this is, you see, a small cottage industry begins there. Then you end up with a huge, dry cleaner in Kayole, made by youth. But most of the people in our African context, especially Kenya and Uganda and other places, people are focused on the government getting them the jobs. But there is a job. There is the youth fund where you can go and borrow 50,000 shillings and buy dryer, buy this, buy that. You iron people's clothes. There are so many people who are lazy who want, I'm not condemning them, but they go to work very early in the morning. They don't have time to wash this clothes. But you can say, bring your shirts here. You'll have them in the tomorrow morning. You put in a dryer, iron, another youth is ironing, you earn your living. You create employment for yourselves and for the people surrounding.
So job creation.
I want you in this spirit to also turn to the person sitting or standing next to you. Greet them and say how proud you are to be Kenyan, and tell them that you are their keeper. Because to be Kenyan, at its core, is about loving your neighbor.
Thank you very much, President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The message is very clear. The message of hope. The message of salvation. The message of unity of purpose. Look next to your neighbor and ask, what can you do to uplift the standards of your country? From now onwards, every morning at 9 o'clock, production team, as long as I'm here, that is what we should play. In the morning, this play, and I will talk about it. It summarizes the aspirations, the obstacles, the challenges, the successes of the Big Four agenda. It forms a legacy. The legacy of President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Look at your neighbor ye and ask, what can we do? What can we do? The infrastructure development that Kenya has introduced. What can we do to help the government? What can we do that can bring back the country? Where is the nation going? Look at what the government has done. What can we do? What can we do to change the lives of the people of Kenya? What can we do? Where are we? How are we? Where are we? Oh, ye, the people of Africa. What can we do? Look at your neighbor and say, what can we do? What can we do to change the course, the hurtling train of violence, of hatred? Why are you hurtling a train? What can we do? That can kill people. Redemption strategy. Redemption strategy. Redemption strategy. Thank you very much. And my friend in Nanyuki, what can you do?
We can reconcile.
What can we do? Talk it away. You talk now. You are free to talk.
Thank you very much. I've listened to that young pastor who was saying something that was very nice. That I thought people are should listen to that kind of sermon that are nice and that are giving hope to the future.
What can we do?
what we can do now is we can preach peace and we reconcile with our neighbors and we stop negative ethnicity and we stop dividing Kenyans in basis of their social status of have and don't have, hustlers versus dynasties, Kikuyus versus whoever. Let's stop that and let's have a discussion of unity, inclusivity, and a redemption strategy, as you call it. Yes.
What can we do? The redemption strategy is the panacea. It's the panacea of this Kenya. The great Kenya. The great Kenya. What can we do to stop the hurtling strain of political inflicted wounds? What can we do? What can we do to stop the burning of tires? What can we do? Thank you very much, Jovan Karanja from Nanyuki, our legacy correspondent. The leaders of Kenya and we, ye people, what can we do? 13 years ago, we are here. Again, we are revisiting the same wounds. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? May God help all of you. May God help all of you. God bless you all. What can we do? Take the message. What can you do? Oh my. You have listened to that younger guy. What can you do? You listen to the younger bishop, pastor, preacher. What can you do? President of Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, William Ruto. What can you do to change Kenya? I might not be the owner, but I see the vision. I see the tragedy. I see the route that you are hurtling to. Oh ye, come back, oh ye. What can you do to change the hurtling? You are a Christian. Change ye. Politics does not serve. Violence does not pay. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Thank you very much, production team. Thank you very much, all of you since morning, 9 o'clock. We have been here. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do to change the nation from heading to a wrong direction? What can we do? Thank you very much. God bless you. See you tomorrow at 9 o'clock again from the Political Command Center, miles away from Nairobi. Char, Nanyuki, Javani Karanja, Char.
Yes, see you tomorrow, Dr.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This nation, this television is for Africa, by Africa, with Africa. Child, I repeat, it's by Africa, with Africa, and for Africa. Child, thank you, production team. What can we do?
It is with great pleasure that despite this pandemic that has created a very difficult situation for all of us globally, we have come to an understanding that even as we protect ourselves, even as we protect our health, we have to also understand that the world doesn't stop The game must continue, the show must continue, and we must continue to see how do we get out of this together. And I want to congratulate you, Mr. President, for the understanding that no single country can deal with this alone. This is a global fight. This is a global war, and we can only win together. No single country can win this battle alone. We're here to tell you of the opportunities that exist in Kenya, the opportunities that exist within our young people, and how by closely collaborating, we can actually lift ourselves as a continent and as a country out of poverty, but at the same time create opportunities for young people, create opportunities for entrepreneurs to be able to tap into this wealth and mighty potential that the African continent has, which is our young people. I tell people all the time, we look at the African continent sometimes from a perspective of its natural wealth, the gold, the diamonds, the oil, the gas. But what we tend not to see is what is the true African potential. And the true African potential is our young men and women and the capacity they have to participate with you to build a greater and better world for all of us. It's been a great pleasure working with Emmanuel over the last few years. I believe he's a man who is understanding that the future of France on the African continent does not necessarily reside in its history, but in the potential that Africa has for mutual prosperity as we work together to build our respective economies, grow prosperity. We know we have huge problems, for example, with regard to migration that make people have this feeling or this understanding that all that Africa can contribute is migrants. But you must ask yourself, why do these young men and women risk their lives to cross thousands of miles of land, risk their lives to cross the waters of the Mediterranean? It is in search of opportunity. It is in search of opportunity. But imagine the power of us working together, of tapping that opportunity while it is still in Africa. A chance, therefore, of creating a prosperous proposition for all of us, while at the same time ensuring the safety, the security, and the peace of our two continents. This is why I'm here, and I'm looking forward to having fruitful engagement with each and every one of you as we tell you of the opportunities that exist in Kenya, that exist in Africa, and the potential of us working together into the future. I thank you very much, Emmanuel. Thank you.
You run a wonderful country. I was the first French president to visit it, which is crazy, but this is it. And you run it marvelously. You have to deal with COVID-19, with a lot of issues, but you decided to come to France for this event. I want to tell you. Because I proposed to Mr. President to come and see French entrepreneurs, SMEs, mid and large caps, and to have an open discussion. Because I do believe it's extremely important, both for France and Kenya, to have a better knowledge of each other and to see all the opportunities you can find in this country, but as well how our French companies can bring something to your country. Provide our solutions, our innovations, our entrepreneurship, and be part of your